I remember this part of history. Yeah. So, we are continuing Steam Next Fest, Fall 2024. There's been a lot happening here, and Hazzie's been getting into a lot of roguelites, and I've been getting into tactics and strategy games. And let's go ahead and check out Bonaparte, a Mechanized Revolution. I am sorry if I slander or misdo any of the French names. Hazzie is the ho Frenchy. I am not, so. Hi, thanks for checking out Bonaparte, a Mechanized Revolution. This short demo will give you a taste of the campaign. Please keep in mind that some choices and features will only be available at Early Access in Q1 of 2025. Enjoy the game! We're gonna go with Celine. Who knows how to do her hair? Other guy, nah. Alright, the Palace of Versailles. July 1789. The once glorious kingdom of France teeters on the brink of collapse. Common people starve. The bourgeoisie chafe at unfair taxation. Flash riots break out across Paris. For the first time in almost 200 years, King Louis XVI agrees to convene the Estates General, a gathering of representatives from the clergy, nobility, and commoners. When they talk about the estates, like when people are like the fourth estate, blah, 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 that's what they're referring to, those groups. Anyways, to air their grievances and to save the country from financial ruin. As a member of the King's Royal Guard, you are here on duty. And I don't really take a king's safety seriously, personally, because, I mean, I'm just not a monarchist person, so I will go with my career is important to me. Your skill has earned you the recent promotion to the rank of captain. You surveil the restless crowd. Loyal subjects, you have been summoned to discuss a dire matter. Though we are proud of General Lafayette and our colossi phlogistorum, yeah, let's go with that, phlogistorum, for defeating the British in the American War, the victory has left our treasury empty. See, definitely remember that part in the war, definitely. You've only encountered colossi in training. Their power is unlike anything you've wielded in battle. They are an extravagance. I want to command one. No, I believe that these are an extravagance based off of what I understand thus far. What good is a power that makes our people starve? And that is my sentiment, too. New taxes are needed to repay the loans that finance the war. Ignorant oaf! The people are already overburdened. His Majesty means well, but how could the people possibly give more to their country? After much discussion, a radical voice calls out. Maximilien Robespierre, who, things went really well for him. You'll have to look it up. Anyways, enough with you and your taxes. The time has come for a new form of government. How dare you? I should have hanged you for such treasonous words. Our prince, please forgive my colleague. However imprudent his statement, I am sure all are in agreement. I think that's what it is. I am sure all are in agreement. France needs reform. Just a minor thing. It's a demo. A constitutional monarchy with the king at its head and a body comprised of its populace would serve and protect all. The estates meet in private for further discussion. On the return, the bourgeoisie declare themselves at the National Convention and claim the right to govern themselves. So, this is where the whole, like, left-wing, right-wing thing came from. I refuse to recognize this. I am the ruler of France, and France is me. I decide what is and is not the law. We are here by the will of the people. We will not leave except by the point of bayonets. Brother, they are calling for a revolution. We must crush this movement. Summon the Royal Armory. Secure Versailles and Paris. 40,000 royal troops arrive from across the country, surrounding Versailles and Paris. The soldiers' arrival only provokes outrage in the streets. The people protest outside the Bastille, a prison fortress in central Paris, and a symbol of the arbitrary injustices of the monarchy. Worker. We demand that the garrison surrender. Additional worker. Release all prisoners. Give us your weapons. Reasonable request, right? Across the city, the Royal Guard is pulled in every direction. So, Comme d'Artois, probably? I don't know. I'm not very good with French. But the king's brother. This farce has gone far enough. Captain Bonaparte? Our troops await orders, Your Highness. The riot in the street seems at a boiling point. The violence might spill over and claim innocent lives if it is not quelled. To command of a Colossus, crush the revolt at the Bastille. Or, let's see, you would deploy the Colossi? It would be an honor, my prince. Yeah, I'm gonna go with this, because that's really my feeling. You would deploy the Colossi against our own people, my prince? They are not foreign invaders, they are French. They are traitors and dissidents who have forsaken your king, or perhaps you share their sympathies, Bonaparte. The situation will be dealt with. Vive la France! I do share their sympathies, but some of them go a little hard. Launay, you coward, let us in. Bernard Ren de Launay. Citizens, we cannot allow your entry. In the name of the king, we will defend this fortress, with our lives if necessary. Your loyalty is commendable, but the king cares little whether you and your men live or die. This is, I guess, our brother, probably. Why waste your lives? Surrender the Bastille to us. Or else we'll hang every last one of you. Yeah, it's escalating. Jacques Hebert. You guide the Colossus forward. The ground quivers with each step, announcing your presence. That is enough. Citizens of Paris, I am Captain Bonaparte, of His Majesty's Royal Guard. While I sympathize with your outrage, I will not condone any act of violence. Says I with the giant violent machine. Leave now, and you will not be harmed. We will stay where we are until every last prisoner is released from the Bastille. Lucien, you led the mob here? Heartily. Each of us rose up and fight today. Join us, Celine. Turn the Colossus against the crown. Let us take the Bastille and liberate its prisoners. The citizens of Paris and my own brother are risking their lives to fight for liberty. If only I could stand with them. Captain Bonaparte, the mob is growing restless. Help us disarm them before they wreak havoc on the city. But the garrison, my fellow soldiers, who will fight to the death for the king and country, how dare I abandon them? Yeah, they're not really fighting for the country. I mean, they're fighting for the concept of it and the current government. Anyway. Joachim, probably? Murat? Murray? I don't know. They're about to attack, Captain. What are our orders? With whom do my loyalties lie? Obviously with the people. That's me. Liberate the Bastille. My friends, follow Celine. You pull an iron lever. Fumes of phlogiston rush through the pipes like blood. The air warms. From the commander's seat, your enemies look small. Good God, the captain has defected. To arms, men. Citizens, fight for your lives. Fight for freedom. Or you guys could just, stand down as you were asked to do so. All right. So we have our units, and we're able to give them various orders, and then they can go ahead and do cool stuff. These are not actually super hard hitting, but they do take a hell of a pounding, so that's good. They've also built up heat as it goes. So the potential result is that we could do around 1,000 damage, and then we're going to lower their morale a little bit, and this is how much they're going to do to us. So make haste. Whack. That's the sound it makes. I personally have swung a giant-sized saber, and I know. Don't ask about it. All right. Let's see. I said don't ask, Hazzie. All right, I think we can go to here. And then that's where we'll charge. Stay together. All right, and this will get them to about half health. Now, here's an interesting thing about it. They, do, the same amount of damage, even if they have less units. So that's kind of like, oh, kind of scary. Get up there, rabble. Be rabble rousers. Sorry. All right. Let's keep moving everything forward. I'm kind of hoping that the giant mech will tank at the moment. I drew everybody in the last time I did this, when I was checking it out. But, damn. Hold on. No. Let's force march. Yeah, let's get you over here. The cannon just chews you up. You gotta close the gap on it. There. And considering that you do so much damage on defense and offense, to me, it's like, let's just get in there. That's my thought process. Whatever we can do to get that cannon taken care of quickly. Also, we cover our flanks here. All right, Jacques loses half his health. That's what I was saying about the cannon. See, and then we're like, oh, a little bit of damage. Jacques again. See, and look how much damage they returned. Like, they have like a third of their units, and they still did that much in return. So, like, in a lot of these sort of games, you want to get rid of models. Like, as you could see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's like 8 models here. And so if originally there were like 15, you would expect that this would be half damage. It doesn't work like that in this one, though. Anyway. This, and then we will charge into the cannons. Because that is where the real threat is. And we got a flanking attack, which means they don't get a return fire. And it's barely left standing. And with this, we have taken out the big guns. Or gun, literally. All right. That having been done, let's see. We have this one at the lowest. So how close? Yeah, we can get you here. And you still have an attack, right? Yeah. So we are attacking in the flank, so they should not be able to return fire. So we've reduced one of the units off the battlefield. And we're going to look at doing that with a second one now. Well, not right now. It's going to take at least one more additional attack. Yeah. Should have expected they would be able to return fire. And here's where we eliminate the second unit. All right. And let's see, we can rally, I guess. Or we can shoot again, but I mean, yeah. We're gonna keep whittling each other kind of low. We may be eliminatable in the next turn, possibly. But we'll see. I mean, they have to. Okay, they have to focus fire well, as I was about ready to say, and they are not. They're like, oh, kill some peasants. Like, dude, those are just peasants. Take it easy. All right. All right, and then we took a bunch of heat damage because we're overheating and stuff. So, here. Shoot them in the rear. And yes, that was meant to sound as it did. And this is going to get them fairly low. And I believe we're at the point where we can... Yeah, we can finish this. That removes the third unit from the board, the table, the thing. And we will wait before we do another. Yeah, we just can't shoot that far, can we? We will go right here, and then we will do a single shot. Actually, I'm going to be fighting this guy. I should have made it so that he would take damage here. Oh well. And yes, that's going to give us some more heat, and that's going to be bad, but, you know, whatever. We're attempting to go through this quickly, so we don't have to worry about it too much. Peasant's gonna stab some people with guns. If we charge from here... What does that say? It almost finishes him. And then we could probably do a little bit more, and that would be it. All right. Yes, pike. Oh, it's not going to let it happen? Hold on a second. Joachim Rat. I guess I could keep moving. If that's the case, I should have charged better. Oh well. Let's end it. Or run here, whatever. Let's just have running. Okay. Who are they shooting? Probably peasants again, because they hate peasants. Yeah, they hate peasants. And peasants hate them. Alright. We did it. The Bastille is ours! Lay down your arms, Lene. We surrender. Please spare our lives. Let them go, Celine. Our enemy is the monarchy. The garrison was only doing its duty. And I agree. Spare the garrison. Very well. Take their keys and weapons, but show them mercy. Soldiers of the Bastille garrison scatter, fleeing the revolutionaries and their seething bloodlust. Governor de Launay turns to leave when Hebert grabs him by the collar. No, not him. Someone must pay for what happened today. Before anyone can intervene, Hebert pushes Launay into the mob. The crowd lynches Launay and hacks off his head to mount on a pike. Viva la Revolution! Yeah, okay, dude. Maybe calm down a little. But, it didn't tend to go very well. Because this is historically accurate here. Remember the mechs, folks. Meanwhile, at Versailles Palace. Versailles. The Bastille has fallen at the hands of our own royal guard. That was me! Give the word, brother. I will use our remaining colossi to pacify Paris. No, it's too risky. Even if we had enough phlogiston, how many more colossi would we lose to turncoats? Your Majesty, the Comte de Mirabeau and Marquis de Lafayette request an audience. Enter. We heard the news, Your Majesty. This violence must not continue. Indeed, and how shall we calm these brigands who loot my kingdom? Through a compromise. One that will preserve your dignity. A few hours later, at the Bastille. Captain, just finished searching the Bastille. We found nothing. No prisoners, no weapons. The garrison was ready for the riots. Lucian, did you know this? How could this be? Lucian, did you know that the fortress was empty? No. We all assumed the rumors were true. Maybe the garrison knew we were coming and transferred them elsewhere. No matter, with strong morale and the power of the Colossus, we can resist the royal army. Someone is coming. An army in blue arrives in front of the Bastille, led by Lafayette and Mirabeau. Captain Bonaparte, we come in peace. The king has declared a ceasefire. All soldiers of the Royal Army are to withdraw from Paris. All revolutionaries will be granted amnesty so long as they disperse peacefully. What of our demands? We will not stand down until we have a government that serves the people. And that is exactly what the king has decreed, a new constitutional government. At the heart of this new regime will be the National Convention, a representative assembly that will reform the laws of our country. All former deputies of the Estates General are invited to join the convention. My men have escorted them from Versailles for their release. You are free to go, gentlemen. Lafayette soldiers release Robespierre, Danton, and the other deputies. They join the crowd, beaming with pride. Vive la Revolution! People of Paris, this is merely the start of our fight. The king will remember this day in fear. With your power, we will change France. Careful, friends, you are free to express your dissatisfaction. Any talk of treason or regicide will result in arrest. The mob grumbles, growing tense and restless. Lafayette's soldiers start to draw their muskets, when Mirabeau steps forward with a gentle smile. Brave citizens of Paris, we are all on the same side. Let us celebrate together this historic victory. You have the nation's eternal gratitude. Vive la Revolution! Yeah, sure. Vive la Revolution! Triumphant cries echo through the city. You lose sight of Lucien in the revelrous crowd. Eventually the mob disperses, and so peace is restored. As for you, Captain Bonaparte, bravo! Your actions have protected the people and brought constitutional government to France. For your service, I invite you to take part in the National Convention as part of the Moderates. We are a coalition of enlightened individuals committed to finding a peaceful path towards progress. So that's the blue, and it showed the blue. There's also the whites, which are the royalists, and then there's the revolutionaries. Beautiful sentiment, Lafayette. But what use is peace without change? We, the Jacobins, fight for the people. Of course, we will first try to effect change through the National Convention. But we are not afraid to stain our hands with the blood of the oppressors, if that's what it takes. See, he's okay. Maximilian is starting to go a bit far, and then the other guy's just nuts. Join us, Bonaparte, and we will set the course of history. This choice will change my political destiny. Whom shall I side with? We will be siding with the moderates. I did it last time, but honestly, the Jacobins I would typically associate with based off of my feelings on who should be running things. I believe it should be the people, but they got some people who just want to kill. The moderates are actually trying to do something, and they're the ones only capable that are actually capable of it. So we're kind of in the middle. General Lafayette, my soldiers and I will join the moderates. Excellent, you have made the right choice, my friend. Vive la France! And the game is saved. Turn 1. Bonaparte, my friend, if you need any guidance, please reach out to me anytime using the advice button. Otherwise, have a look at the objectives to get your bearings, or press the questions button if you need an explanation for a menu. Good luck with your endeavors. So, see, everybody's all full after that. All these sorts of areas are held by rebels, is the way that they look at. So if you go ahead and take them, then you're going to get more. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 locations. The ultra royalists here. It's part of the let's see, the royalists. Yeah, and this is specifically the ultra royalists. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So everything's fairly even. But if I hire somebody, I can get some cool stuff going. So we're going to look at doing some of that. First and foremost, though, we're going to go ahead and do another battle. All right. Left click on a unit, right click to reposition it, yada, 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 yada. So we're fighting 2 ranged units, 2 melee units. We have 2 ranged units, 2 melee units. One of them is very, very well set up, though. Let's go ahead. This is good. All right. So we know that they'll come that far, and they'll come that far. We're going to go ahead and we're going to try and... Actually, we're going to do that first. Can we do it twice? You can. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Let's just do that sort of stuff then right now. We're going to get everybody all boosted. And yeah, it's like, hey, you can continue to move, but we don't want to do a whole lot of movement. We're just going to do this. Yep. Let's let them move in, especially since it'll give us opportunities for getting flank attacks. All right. From there, yeah, and then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that should be good. Charge! And there go some peasants. Let's see. I don't think there's an opportunity to be able to take no damage unless I can get them all low. Let's see if I can, though. So if I can get this low, if I can get these peasants low enough that I can get a final shot finish from... Yeah, okay, we'll do that. That I can get a final shot finish from the mech, then I won't be taking any damage on the mech. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Looks like we're just going to get it low. Unless... Okay. No, it's going to let me do it, and I can walk right over horses. That's cool. Yeah, there's still barely any of them left, but they are alive. Alright, and then hopefully everybody will be like, attack the mech. See, look at that. There's barely any of them left, and they still hit for full. Like, I think that'll probably end up changing by the time it's not a demo, but we'll see. Anyways, this is our tank, pretty much. This is a finish, and it works out well because they don't really... For a giant mech with a sword, it doesn't really hit super hard. So, we want to do that anyways. Let's see. There's nowhere where I can move where I'm going to be able to get both. But, we can get to here. Or maybe just get to here so that we will be in a good position for shooting them a lot later. These flanking attacks, man. Getting work done. Alright. And assuming that they're not going to move again, this will probably work out pretty well. These are very close to historically accurate uniforms. Yes, the one on the mech is not historically accurate, but otherwise, yes, very close. Hazzie wanted to know if they were historically accurate. The one on the mech, no. The other ones, it's kind of hard to see the specifics. Let's see. It's acting like I can do more stuff. Let's go ahead Vent engine we cannot. Let's repair. So we're just gonna heal right back up. And I mean, if we unturn, yeah, we don't need to move them anymore. Oh my gosh, my mech that just healed full. Oh no. My hussars! Medium heat damage. See, now is the time to actually vent. And then we can... Well, let's take this out first. Or actually, no. Take it out. Because we vented, we're not going to be able to. All right, well, let's use you to take them out. And that's another unit down. And unfortunately, or actually, oh, we can. Dude, they got some range. Good skirmishers. Yay. I'm going to remember that when I'm to recruit units. And we'll go ahead and shoot up some militia. Critical hit. Damn. Okay, maybe that was why the thing was higher. Let's see. Go to here. I'm pretty sure the charge does more the further you go, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Charge! Get flanked. And this should finish it. It's a few less peasants. And we'll go ahead and get down here just so that we're a little bit out of the way. Well, I suppose I could probably shoot through. Agatha, what did I do to you? So then kill all your friends. Well, okay, if it's going to be like that, it's going to be like that. What does Intimidate do? Yeah, it will take so long to get through their morale. Let's just go ahead and do this. There we go. Get chunked. It's actually a pretty decent hit. And here. Another good charge. Haha, my hexes are superior to yours. Okay. Yeah, I think this will work. Pew pew. You were pewed, ha. Yeah. We're not gonna let them get a return. Now, unless it crits, this is not a finish. All right, enemy. Attack somebody, and then hopefully you'll get counterattacked. Nope, you attacked the one that doesn't do it. All right, cool. Well, I'm going to let you finish it, because you're cool. Whack! Yay! And we lost no units. Defeated the rebels. Raise terror, execute. Lower the terror level. Oh, yeah. It's not an option. Well, I guess we're imprisoning her. Once I'm free, I'll be straight at your throat. calm down, lady. It's okay. All right. So, we should look at recruiting an officer, because then we can lead even more things. All right. Persuasion. See, I don't even know what all this stuff does. So first off, oh, neither of us can recruit. Well, that sucks. All right, we can't do it. Action. We can do some propaganda, maybe. Or can we recruit a battalion? No, nobody can do it. All right, all right. We're going to set it up so that we have a factory here. And we're going to have the Paris administrator do that. And Mortier? My friends, the land may appear barren and worthless today, but through your efforts, we can create a magnificent new factory. So let's stand up and get to work. Workers are roused to action by Mortier's direction, wholeheartedly constructing the new factory. And that's how factories are made. So, now that we got that, we're going to be getting an extra 100 something per thing. And yeah. Once we get more people, we'll be able to do some stuff. Anyhow, yeah, that's him. Who's the garrison here? Action. Recruit. Okay, good. I knew we would be able to use somebody for recruitment. All right. I think the persuasion skill is probably the good one for when you're trying to get that stuff going. So we're going to go with him. Roland. Yep. Any people like you, Roland, join us and we can change the future of France. Indeed! And what kind of future will this be? What do the Bonapartists fight for? We fight for the people, the nation, the king. The people. We fight for the rights of the people to create a revolutionary government that provides for each and every citizen. What nonsense. I refuse to be a part of this. Good day. Okay. Oh! Should have known better because the color he was wearing. Yeah. Last time I just picked it based on stat. But, yeah, I messed that up, man. That'll do it. And we have used everyone. And one of them was wasted. Oh, no. Alright. And none of you are able to do anything because you've already done it. Alright, looks like that's the end of the turn. So we took one land. Bringing it to 7. Forward! Take Angers! It's not Angers, it's like Angers from the rebels. Something. Ah, it's French! Whatever. Montagnards. Let's see. Grognard, so... Montagnard. Yeah, Montagnards have taken Angers from the rebels. Whatever! French words. Shut up! Quit laughing over there! Come over here and do it! You're the one who speaks French better than me. Yes, you do. Ho ho ho! Frenchy lady. Freaking family that can do it fluently. Uh-huh. You're French-Canadian people. Yes, I can. Marquis de Lafayette. Forward, take Amiens from the rebels. So that's another one that we get to take. The Foulants have taken Amiens from the rebels. See, I read that one perfectly. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Alright, so we've taken 2 territories. And then Manon Roland is going to take a 3rd with her cannon. The Girondins have taken Angers. Whatever. Just French word. There we go. The cannons are a really big deal, by the way, to take them. But, you know, whatever. Doing what I can. We have worked with a lot of French devs. I'm sorry, French devs. I'm just not very good with your language. Your language is classy, and I am not. Forward, take Leon from the rebels. Alright. And they recruited 2. Okay. So with that, one morning, Mirabeau arrives at your doorstep. Bonaparte, the king has summoned me to Versailles to discuss the state of the nation. Yes, I'll go with you. Or will you join with me? I would appreciate your escort in these dangerous times. It would also give you a chance to speak to the king. So I'll go with you. Excellent, let us be on our way. Soon you arrive at Versailles Palace. Announcing the Comte de Mirabeau and General Bonaparte. The king's smile at Mirabeau's arrival fades as he hears your name. If it pleases your majesty, the general is an influential member of the National Convention with valuable insights. Fine. On the matter at hand, recently I've received reform bills from the National Convention. Upon reading their contents, I cannot agree with any of them. I wish to veto them all. All of them, your majesty? My fellow members of the convention debated and drafted these reforms for the good of France. As such, my king, it would be imprudent to use your veto in such haphazard manner. Curse the Constitution, I am the king of France, and I will do what I must to save my kingdom. The royal finances are ruined. Roving mobs ransack the provinces. All this constitutional nonsense has achieved nothing. It has protected you. Compromise has protected your person and preserved your prestige. Protected me or incarcerated me. Hey, you're safe. I feel cheated. I thought it was to be temporary, but you all treat me like a child. Well, you just acted like one. I cannot even travel without being escorted by Lafayette and his guards. Are you telling me that normally the kings were just running around without any escorts? Lies. Your Majesty, you must be patient and magnanimous. Win the hearts and minds of the people, and you will control the National Convention and all those bound by its constitution. Give your royal assent to these reforms. Prove to the people that you are an enlightened ruler. The king slams his fist in anger and frustration. After a moment, he regains composure. Very well, I will sign these reforms into law. That is all. You may leave. Of course, good day, your majesty. As you take your coach back to Paris, Mirabeau sighs in relief. And so the revolution survives another day. This is untenable. Why do we need him? Let's go with this is untenable. King will not cooperate for long. For all we know, he's already planning a counter-revolution. True. However, the king remains a powerful symbol for the French people. It's best that he remain under our influence. Let us keep a close eye on him. All right. So. This is a whole bunch of peasants. I kind of want to auto-resolve. See how that works? I mean, I should win. Okay, yeah. And I guess, yeah, you're getting imprisoned. Expect me to simply sit around and rot away? No, I'm just playing the game, dude. Calm down, okay? Calm down. All right, so you recruit officer. We need to recruit this one because he's blue. Oh my gosh! Even in failing, we spent the money. Ah. How disappointing. Okay. Let's see, we need to be getting more influence. 10. Also, just to make sure, yeah, I think we're recovering each time. Yeah, let's get a church going to get more influence. And mortar or mortier, whatever. We'll do it again. The workers are roused to action, and it was complete. All right, good job, you. I'm taking lots of land. So what I had done last time was I focused on building up because cannons are so strong in this game, and I built up until where I had cannons, but I wasn't taking land as quick. And the taking of land is actually fairly important here. But yeah, we're going to need to hire a new officer so that we can be able to do more things at once. All right, yeah, we're going to get our support even higher there. There we go. They hear our words. Yep. Finally, someone is speaking some sense. There we go. Thunderous applause. Cool. Now you can do the same, right? Okay, we actually have plenty of support there. Let's talk to the masses and promote ourselves and bash the royalists. There. So we will, like, hate the people that they hate, and they'll go along with it. I can get behind this, they say. Yay. So we gain 30, they lost 30, so on and so forth. Forward, take Le Mans from the rebels. So they took one. And they're doing the propaganda, kind of like what we were. Forward, take Angolais from the rebels. Sure. How dare you? As he said, I might learn about France during this. No, I know. Actually, I am not as anti-French as I am anti-British, so yes, it's fine. I'm an Irish person. They can get over it. Sick and tired of all these countries with imperialism. Anyway, it's not all of them. It is a lot of them, yes. In the middle of the night, Lafayette summons you to the Garde Nationale, headquarters in Paris. Bonaparte, urgent news. His Majesty and the royal family have gone missing. He's escaping. What? He must be escaping to the Austrian border. I've already sounded the alarm, but we have received no reports yet on the king's whereabouts. He cannot have gone far. We will find him. I suggest positioning your army to the northeast, near Charleville. It's up there. Most likely the king will try to escape through there. Good idea. I will rally my troops and head toward Charleville. So, that's the funny thing. That's why I was conquering these, because I wanted to be getting there. So I was like, oh, last time everything was weird and didn't work like that. But look at it! I freaking... I was doing it right. And it still didn't matter. Anyway. 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3. So we'll do this. And would you look at that? We have done all of our things. So if you take a look, there's more information on the specific unique groups that fill out the different categories. Meanwhile, outside Paris, a carriage stops at a small village. Good evening, monsieur. Where are you off to so late at night? Greetings, my family is on its way to visit an ailing cousin. Is he still wearing this? I mean, I know, but still. We need fresh horses to continue our journey. My best wishes to you and your kin. Say, have we met somewhere? No, I think not. Here's your payment. Thank you, sir. Your horses should be ready in a moment. Wait, you look just like the face on the coin. You're the king. Help, I found him. King Louis is here. Damnation, we've been discovered. Run quickly. Fresh horses, the king's carriage bolts out of town. Soon it will reach the rendezvous with the royalist brigade. I was too close. Stay alert, men. Deploy my colossus. We must fight our way to the border. The news arrives quickly to Paris. King Louis was spotted in Troyes. Catch him before he reaches the Austrian border in Charlesville. Troyes? Ah, okay. Yeah, so he's working his way across. Oh, we just go in and take this. Whoa. Y'all got some serious firepower. Alright, well, we'll just go in and take this then. Just to be done with it. And then we're gonna be making our way over. Anyway, we should have enough now to be able to recruit an ossifer. And we'll do a blue one. There we go. We need people like you, Corday. Indeed. And what is the cause? We fight, we fight for the nation, because we know that's what you want to hear. Well said, I'll do my best. Okay. We had to capture. At last I'm free to interfere in revolutionaries in France. With God and Austrian forces on my side, I shall reclaim my throne. The news of the king's escape spreads across France. The people's faith in the revolution falters. Rumors abound of royalist plots to overthrow the National Convention. And that is how you could do it. I previously put myself like right in the way, just because that was the direction I happened to actually be conquering, because I thought I would cut straight for the border to close off the other forces. And this time, actually already knowing what would happen, I did less well, but that's because it teleports you. I had assumed that I was going to be in a good position until it teleported me. I should not have gone straight for Versailles. But, yeah, I just wanted to try and see different things. Anyways, this will eventually be part of available games. As they're saying, the early access is in Q1 of 2025. So this was another game, Bonaparte, a Mechanized Revolution, that has been part of Steam Next Fest. It is put out by Studio Imugi? Imugi. I am pronouncing it like it is a Japanese word. It is probably not a Japanese word. But anyways, I hope you like it. I hope you check it out. There's lots of games to get out there and see this Next Fest. And we can't do it all, even though we're trying. Have a good one. Bye-bye!